Welcome again, it's Milan with the Tuning Into the One video series, and as we discussed in the last video, we're going to piggyback off of that topic of how we're living in a fishbowl. Goldfish now are cited as having better attention spans than humans. Goldfish at 8 seconds, and the human with modern technology, smartphones, laptops, portable devices at 7 seconds. And we talked a little bit about CARS, or the idea of using CAR, C-A-R, as your acronym for conscious concentration for the C, awareness, attention, and action. Wants-based, solutions-based actions, and the R for results and return on your investment. And really what we're looking to do is make sure that what we're able to do in our lives is both balance out the action and the being in such a way that we have a higher quality of life. And in order to do that, you can think of 3 essential components of how you organize your time, your effort, your actions, your resources, and everything else, your emotions. All of this is based on a really practical way of looking at it from a coaching standpoint. From a paradigm, you want to organize, you want to prioritize, and you want to optimize. So organize, prioritize, and optimize. What you really want to do is align with what you want most. You want to start with what you want most today, what you want most this week, what you want most this month, what you want most this quarter if you're more in a business framework, every 3 months, looking at your results over the year, on the calendar year or fiscal year, depending on your situation. And it makes sense to take business concepts and really apply them into personal performance. So organize, prioritize, and optimize your personal performance, your priorities in life, your values. Look at your beliefs, your values, your identities, as we've discussed before, in order to be able to see the model of your world. Because if a beautiful goldfish in a fishbowl is able to have a longer sense of concentration than the average person with their smartphones, their personal devices, laptops, and various ways that we are now looking at attention deficit issues and ADD, it comes from an environment where our minds are constantly busy. But what are they busy on? Why don't we just sit down and slow down, reflect, stand back, and look at what it is we want? We can still plan it. We can still devise it to optimize our time, to invest our energy and our resources and our abilities and our skill sets in order to get somewhere, align our priorities, balance our being and our doing, and calibrate the results so that we can look at how we're optimizing our environment. How are we optimizing our time? How are we optimizing the priorities that we say are most important to us, values-wise, in our lives right now, in terms of our physical health, our mental health, our financial health, our relationship health, our spiritual or metaphysical health, if you have that, your true north. What are you here to do? Mission, vision, purpose. How do you put all these things together? You do it one piece at a time, but you want to really work on aligning those priorities because they may change. If you're working a heavy-duty schedule because you're building your empire, or you've got an entrepreneurial spirit and your business really demands a tremendous amount of your attention, or you're balanced between school or education and working, as well as providing for yourself and others if you have a family, then you need to sit down and look at all these different components. If you're just by yourself, much easier to plan in terms of your time, your resources, because when it comes down to it, the barriers, the boundaries of the things that are stopping you and that have been stopping you in the past, whether it's scotomas, blind spots you don't see, or other issues, where do you start? Well, you sit down and you start from wherever you're at. You look at your physical health, you look at your financial health, you look at your spiritual health, you look at your relationship health, you look at your mental health. and you sit down. When it comes down to the quality of your emotions and your mental health, how often are you in a happy place versus not in a happy place, versus sad place, versus hating life, versus loving life, versus being in a balanced place of not getting too high and not getting too low. Just having that even keel sense of I'm here. I'm not constantly riding the roller coaster ride. It's a wonderful place to be, and especially if you're not currently connected to a lot of responsibilities. I have an amazing, amazing partner. Today we were able to spend amazing quality time taking a 15-mile bike ride along the beach where we talked, we bonded, we spent time in nature, we exercised, we enjoyed each other's company, we stopped for a wonderful cup of coffee and then went into a local bakery shop and spent time talking to a man and his son about his exploits in Europe, learning how to be a master baker and the non-GMO delicious cookies that he makes and why they're $3.50 a piece and the ingredients he puts into them. And we had an amazing time. On a quality scale, we were able to leverage our time. We were able to leverage some of the priorities because lately we haven't had as much time as we'd like to spend together. So we were able to do our spiritual practices, our metaphysical work in the morning. Then we went for a nice long 2.5-hour bike ride where we were able to exercise, bond with each other as a couple, and be able to really, really, really find a lot of different elements of quality of life pieces that really added to our ability to enjoy each other, to enjoy the day, to have a higher quality experience for today, to interact with the world, to enjoy beautiful stuff, then go to the grocery store and get our some of our weekly grocerying done, and now, you know, relaxing or getting some business stuff. For me, the whole idea of the goldfish and the environment that we end up putting ourselves in with our values, our beliefs, and every day not being Groundhog Day are so important. So sit down, look at where you're at. Find yourself organizing your thoughts, organizing your time, organizing your finances, getting a budget in play if you don't already. Looking at that budget, knowing exactly what you have left over when it comes down to it so that you can really find a way of calibrating that, because that's what's so important. Get it down, optimize your situation, align and balance your life, and remember, your investment in yourself is your best place to get a return on that investment. So until the next time, this is Milan, wishing you amazing dating success and relationship mastery, and look below this video to join us for an amazing community. Until the next time, this is Milan saying bye for now.